It's December 7th in the PM. Opening temp is 25.3. Opening odometer is 12222. So we're headed home.
Okay, well, another day has come and gone. And we're off and running. Trying to think of a topic. I have tons of topics, but I don't ever think about them once I'm on the bike. Kind of a weakness I have. Oh yeah, I have another subject or another question. That's what I like doing. I like asking a question. Watch this. Anyway, my question to all you, let's see if this Mercedes thinks he's, or Lexus, and a girl. Anyway, anti-lock brakes on motorcycles. Have any of you used them? And the reason I ask is this bike has them, and I when I first bought the bike, found out how much I actually slid my rear wheel, or at least on this one I would have, because you can feel it do its thing. But how does it really work on the front wheel? I mean, you'd have to be pretty agile on the thing to be able to still keep it up. I don't know. Anyway, have any of you used them? Has the anti-lock brakes on the front of a bike ever saved any of you? And if so, what did it feel like, and how did it work, and that sort of thing? I mean, realistically, you're never supposed to use them. You're never supposed to be in that position. But when that time comes, it'd be nice to know how they respond. You know, in a car, you take it out to a parking lot, you lock up the brakes, you see how it responds, and then it's almost kind of implanted into your thought process as to how that's going to respond and how you respond to work with it. All these new features that come in cars are supposed to help you be a better driver, but it's really supposed to be a partnership. You know, you need to understand the car, and the car needs to understand you in order for it to work better. And you know, the automotive engineers have done what they can to understand the human mind and how people respond. Now it's the humans' turn to figure out how the car's thinking so that they can respond accordingly. You know, and I think it's sad in some aspects, because we've done some things to basically counteract human stupidity, and how much of it was really necessary versus how much of it really should people have just been able to figure out on their own. For example, one thing that I think is a cool feature, don't get me wrong, but I think is also a big danger is the blind spot checkers. You know, you have cars now that tells you if there's a car in your blind spot. Well, dude, turn your head, you know. Why don't you look? And what happens when that fails? You know, it only takes once for a convenience factor device like that to fail, and you just go into someone else's lane and slam them into a barricade or something before you realize, huh, well, that sucks. You know, that's you know, just an example. I mean, really, if I had been thinking about this all day, I could have come up with about a bazillion, or maybe not a bazillion, but at least a million different examples of things that are, you know, yeah, they're there to help, and yeah, it's nice, but you really shouldn't rely on them, you know? Even anti-lock brakes. How many people out there know what the anti-lock brakes are doing, and if the anti-lock brakes fail, do they know how to do it themselves? You know, back in the day, and I'm not, don't get me wrong, some of you, I am not old. I know about these things because I've been around cars my whole life. I'm not old. I'm young. But, you know, back in the day, you'd pump your brake. You know, you started to slide, you let off, and you pump it. Pump, 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 pump. and you keep your car under control. So, don't get me wrong, obviously anti-lock brakes work better because they're faster and they are less likely to break traction with the road and things like that. But, I mean, what if they fail? I mean, we've had my mom's old Blazer. We lived up in the mountains where cars just aren't supposed to drive regularly. And we did. And, you know, I'm going to have to save this conversation for next time. Okay, ending mileage is 12228. 12228. Okay. Anyway, we'll talk about this in the morning. Ciao.